Hi, I'm Andi. Welcome back. I'm really happy that you're here. Today we're doing a little project. I have all of these putty blushes and bronzers and then this Sydney Grace blush that are in such odd packaging for what they are. The issue that I have with this packaging is that it is almost impossible to get a brush in there. The brushes that I prefer to use with my cream bronzers and cream blushes are these AOA Studio brushes. This is a high def brush. This is an F3. I love these brushes for applying cream products. They are my favorite and they're so inexpensive. So what I did was I went on Amazon and I bought these tin containers. They are aluminum. They have a screw lid. I wanted something with a lid that attached so that my cream products did not dry out. These are 2-ounce containers and I got 12 of them for, I think it was less than $10. I think it was like $8 or $9. The problem that I'm having with these now that I see them, is that I probably could have gone with the 1 ounce and they would have been just fine. I did sit and measure a bunch of my different products. Matter of fact, Leanna Dalton and I were talking on the Instagrams together. We were both measuring our containers. So I wanted to get something with a lid. Also, because I'm going to be applying heat to it, I didn't want to get something plastic with a plastic lid. While it would be fine for a while, I want to reuse these. So I'm afraid that if I continuously use the plastic ones with heat, that they will crack or melt or something. So I've already gone through and put labels on them and I have them separated. But I thought I would just bring you guys along with me while I do this. I am going to be using a couple of different spatulas. This is a larger spatula, smaller spatula, and then these two are silicone spatulas. And they're really good for, this has cotton on it. I have my alcohol here. And this is a lint-free like nail you use to like take your nail polish off or whatever. I'm going to do that on the silicone ones. There we go. All right. So these are silicone spatulas that I also got from Amazon. And I like them for scraping something clean because the metal doesn't always do that. So I'm just going to scrape all of this out into this container. And I'll keep these little e.l.f. containers. I'll keep them in case I need to reuse them, but they're not going to be reused with anything that I need a brush for because the brushes just don't fit down in there very well. Okay, I think I got this as clean as I'm going to get it. So I'm going to scrape that and put it all down in the bottom. Yeah, these are going to be a little big, but I don't care. It's going to be fine. So what I'm going to do after I get all of them scraped out, I'm going to then hit them with a hairdryer, and I use low air, high heat to melt everything down. I will push it down a little bit to kind of help it out. This one was the Putty Bronzer in Golden Days. This one is Vacay Mood. I do love the putty blushes and bronzers. This one is a little bit more cool toned, so I could use this as a contour if I wanted to. I hopped on this bandwagon when it came out because I was just starting to like cream products. I was not a cream product girly before this, and these really changed my mind. And then the final one is called Summer Fridays. The last one and this one have never been used. Like, I've never even used that. This one is a luminous, and I believe the last one was a luminous as well. The reason that I'm doing this is because I find that I don't reach for these as often because of the limitations of the packaging. So I just know that I will use them more often. All right, now I'm going into my cream blushes. And the first one is going to be the Maldives. This is a deep, beautiful winter shade. I just really love the texture of the putty blushes and bronzers. They're just a little bit thicker. This is a luminous and it is called St. Bart's. This one has been used before. I absolutely love this shade. This one has a little bit less product in it because it has been used. This is in the shade Belize. This is a beautiful warm summer blush. Is this a luminous? Yep, that's a luminous as well. And then this is the last of the e.l.f. Putty blushes. And this is the shade Barbados. It is a, oh, it's not a luminous. I have swatched this one, but I have not worn it. You know, cream products don't last forever. And I really want to get some use out of these. This will be a beautiful fall. This would be a beautiful fall blush. It says, it doesn't say it's luminous, but it looks like there's a little bit of a sheen to it. I will have these containers linked in the description box below. Like I said, I got them from Amazon, and I would probably go with the 1 ounce. So it's going to be very, very thin in here. But lesson learned. Then one more, we have this Sydney Grace Cream Blush in Rosebud. This is absolutely gorgeous, but again, it's hard to get a brush in. So I have been using a sponge, but I think I would rather put it in one of these, but it's going to be very thin in the pan because I don't think there's as much product in here as in the Putty blushes and bronzers. Yeah, that's going to be very thin. I don't even know if that's going to cover the pan. But, like I said, it's going to be easier to actually use. Okay, I got my utensils all cleaned up. Get the rim of this, and then we're going to start heating. Okay, well that's very cool toned. So let me swatch these for you. This is the Belize. They're very light. This is the Barbados. This is the Sydney Grace Cream Blush. See how creamy that is? This is the St. Bart's. Yeah, this is the St. Bart's. And this is the Maldives. So those are all the cream blushes that I'm doing. This one is very, very light. And I'll quickly do the cream bronzers. This is the Summer Fridays. That one's very warm. This is a luminous. This is the Golden Days. That is not a luminous. And this is the Vacay Mood. Yeah, I think that's going to be a really good contour shade. Nice. Now keep in mind these are aluminum and they get very hot. I tried to touch it. That wasn't very smart, but they get very, very hot. So don't try to touch them after you do it. As you can see, they have already started to solidify. This one did have a lot less product in it because it had been previously used, so it didn't quite fill out the bottom of the pan. So I definitely would recommend getting the 1 ounce containers as opposed to the 2 ounce containers. They're not going to be that much smaller around. I think they were about like 2 ounce or 2 inches. So let's see what these are. These are 1.5. So even like if it was like 2 inches, then that would be plenty to get a brush into. I just knew I couldn't get a brush into these guys. So I am going to put their lids on them, and these once they cool, because like I said, these get extremely hot, which is another reason why I didn't want to use the plastic containers with the plastic lids because of the amount of heat. But I'm going to put my lids on these, and I'm going to put them down by my AC vent in this room and let them get nice and solid. Like I said, you can see that they've already started to harden up. And I'm so happy I did this because after, especially this right here, I think this was the Barbados. Yeah, the Barbados is beautiful. They're all really, really pretty. This was absolutely beautiful. And you could see that shimmer when, because this is a luminous, this is a luminous, and this is a luminous. This is a cream. So you could see the swirling in that. And oh, it's so beautiful. I can't wait to bust that out for fall. You guys, let me know if you think this was a smart idea or if you think it was just a waste of time. I would really like your opinions on my little project here, my little experiment. I am really happy that I did it, although, like I said, I wish I would have gotten the smaller containers. But I'm still happy I did it. When there's a pan showing, I can just hit it with the hairdryer and melt it back down. Continue to use them until they're gone. And then I can save these and reuse them with something else. I'm really happy I did it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Again, I will have these containers, which they do in that listing. They do have a 1 ounce option for those. I will have the containers in the description box below. I will also have my set of spatulas, and also I will have a link to these. If I can't find these, I will put a comparable link to them, because I think some of the things that I have are no longer, they're no longer available in that form. I think the one that I have listed now for these is a 5-pack. So thank you guys so much for joining me today for my project. I really appreciate you being here. And until next time, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.